Hey guys, it's Dungeon Master Mark. I just want to give you guys a really quick video. Someone sent me a email reply through my YouTube channel the other day, and their question was, what is my favorite role-playing game / Dungeons & Dragons product that I've ever purchased, and why is that my favorite? And that's really kind of an intriguing question because I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons all the way up since the first edition, which that is one of the original Monsters manuals. I believe that's from 1977, 76, something of that nature. Which, for those of you who've never seen the original books, awesome books. If you can find them online or on eBay, sometimes they go for some crazy, dollar amounts. But by far one of my favorite D&D books that they've ever made. Like I said, I have that in the original Demi. Well, actually, I have the whole first edition set, but that's another entire video. I could go on for an hour about those. But I really thought long and hard about it, and normally I would just send someone an email back, maybe a reply back, but this was one of those questions that I really thought I almost had to do a video to describe. And this is the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons First Quest box set, which this came out in 1994, and I bought this, I believe I was a freshman in high school, maybe. I believe I was a freshman. Yeah, I know that kind of lets people know how old I am. But this particular box set had a lot of interesting things in it. And the biggest thing came with an audio CD, which they call it audio CD game. But the CD actually has a lot of information on it, which I still have the original CD that comes with the box set, which actually has a lot of different music videos. And if you look at the people on this list, you have Bruce Nesmith, Richard Baker, Zeb Cook, Ruth Nesmith, obviously, Craig Stewart Garfunkel. There's a lot of people in here who are still with Wizards of the Coast and still putting out lots and lots of good material. And I mean, this was like primo stuff back in 2nd edition, which it seems like forever ago, but obviously that was from back in the days of TSR when Wizards of the Coast were a lot more, I don't really want to say friendly to their patrons, but it seems like a lot of their products were more geared towards satisfying what they were trying to accomplish instead of just making money. Now that being said, I just want to give you guys a look at what all came with this box set. And I believe this box set, when I picked this up, I was in high school. I was mowing grass for money, which I believe this was like $25, maybe $30. Actually, I take it back. It says on the bottom here, $30 US. Which $30, you couldn't even make this probably for $30 anymore. Which, some of that's inflation, yes, but let me just go over some of the things that came with this. You got a full set of the 5 little miniatures, which some of my miniatures got pilfered a long time ago for other games. And there you see, those are plastic resin casts, very high quality. You could easily throw those things. You don't have to worry about breaking those things. These things, you're talking well over 15 years later, they're still rocking. One thing I did like for the wizards and the priest characters, you had a spell guide for each individual character. So, kind of like a miniature magic compendium for the 2 spellcasting classes, which was really nice. There's the cleric one, like I said, awesome artwork. Goes in to describe all of the different spells. And like I said, the interesting thing, if you look at the names here, like the cover art's all by Larry Elmore. The editing is by Julia Martin. Like I said, a lot of these people are still with the Wizards of the Coast company. Like I said, lots of big brand names here. And then you have the Monsters and Treasure book. So once again, this is kind of an introductory book, but you literally have almost everything you need. And if you realize these are still the same monsters in the actual pictures and everything from the 2nd edition Monsters manual. And like I said, nice, high quality laminated books and everything. You have your kind of simple rules book. So it goes over everything, I believe, from 1st level to 4th level. Goes over alignments, everything of that nature. And wait, we're not done, folks. Then we have the actual adventure book, which this has about 7 different small adventures in it. And it actually goes over also so you can tie in the soundtracks for particular things that happen in the adventure. And you still have your box text, which, like I said, for back in '94, this is when we were playing, 2nd edition. This thing was just absolutely awesome. And the really interesting thing is this had a couple different types of quests. which I'll go over then in a moment. You can actually kind of tie in 4 different themes, if you will, of your actual adventures, if you will, which, like I said, well, I'll go over the map here in a second that came with this kit. The next thing was you came with a DM screen. Like I said, kind of simple. You know, second edition rules were a little bit more simple, in my opinion, anyway. Like I said, we have the thief skills, the different things you can buy from the store, turning undead, how to run a battle. Like I said, the artwork, of course, is ridiculously awesome. Now, for the smaller things that came with the actual box set, it comes with a layout for the town, which is kind of like a little postcard, and actually gives you the name of all the individual stores, which was really, really nice. It's actually, I'm kind of shocked that more adventures don't come with these nowadays. I mean, the cost of printing anymore. And you have a reading a character card. This just kind of goes over for new players, introduces them to how to read the various stats. And then you actually have a blank one on the other side, so you can make your own character, which I believe at one time there's 2 or 3 of these that came with the box set, which they've been used a long time ago. And then you have the varying characters that are pre-made that come with there, which obviously the picture of Fizzman from Dragonlance, and you have the Thief, the Fighter Wizard, which is, well, I think Tannis from Dragonlance, some type of barbarian guy there, which says he's a cleric but looks kind of barbarian. We have the Fighter. And then we have a, looks like one of the dwarves from the Drizzt Forgotten Realm series, but I have another fighter there. Which, all of that, like I said, these is on, you know, pretty nice cardstock, has all of their abilities in the back, movement, things of that nature, which definitely nice to have for as far as for a starter kit. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Now, the thing where this box set really shines is the map. Now, granted, printing technology in '94 was not what it was today. But the map that came with this kit is absolutely ridiculously cool. I mean, even to this day, every once in a while, I mean, I'll pull this out if I'm using this on a quest. And the cool thing is, you know, the Pathfinder box set, I mean, I'm not knocking Paizo. I love Paizo. I love Pathfinder. I mean, they come with the, you know, the map where you can actually draw your own. It's basically like a dry erase map. Some of the box sets, you know, still come with tiles or, you know, kind of your generic maps. I mean, this is still a fairly, I mean, good quality map. But like I said, this is all colored in. You know, you have the detail of the picture. You know, you have the table with broken glasses, the chairs. I mean, even like over here, you see you have cobwebs, you know, hanging from like the corners of the rooms and things of that nature. I mean, this is an excellent map. And if you flip it over, we have a keep with a dungeon, or maybe some kind of cavern system, which that was an entirely different quest altogether. Now, when we get really crazy, we flip this over, and what do we have? We have an entire cavern system, which is kind of like a Underdark. I think they call it the Mount Dread. Which, like I said, the detail on this is even cool. You know, you have the stalagmites and stalactites, broken timbers laying in the hallway. Now, one campaign I never really got into much was the Spelljammer, which was kind of the Dungeons and Dragons in space. But for those who did like those sort of campaigns, you even had a map for the Spelljammer, which you have a couple of the ships locked in combat in a couple of the asteroids. So, I mean, in this one box set, I mean, you have 4 really nice maps. 3, in my opinion, are really usable, but the amount of detail, I mean, for this map, I mean, that was a $30 box set from way back when. I mean, I would love to see more companies like Paizo or Pathfinder, or, you know, Wizard of the Coast start to come out with more products like this. I mean, it really, you know, kind of breaks my heart that we've went away from the actual quality of some of the pieces. I mean, for $30, this was an excellent deal. And like I said, I still occasionally break out the music CD for certain quests. Like I said, there's one where it sounds like people walking down a hallway. There's a couple different soundtracks for people in combat. There's one with like animals, like a shuffling sound. And there's like a zombie one. You know, that's something, you know, I still use to this day. Every once in a while I'll throw it into my surround sound, you know, while my group's playing. But I just want to give you guys a look at this. Like I said, I think tonight, just because I've dug this out, we may actually run a quick adventure through this tonight, just because, you know, it brings back all of these awesome old memories. But I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you for watching. Like I said, if you guys ever get the chance to find this First Quest box set on eBay, I mean, this thing was a ridiculous value. I mean, just look at everything that came with that set. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous. And this is all the way from back in 1994. I don't know if that'll zoom in or not. Back when good old TSR was running things. But that's the end of me reminiscing about my second edition days. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys all have a nice night. Bye.